Hey, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. So on today's video, we're going to address what has happened over the past day and a half with the Argentina meme coin pump and dump. So first, I want to preface this with saying that if you try to get into this coin, I don't want to say you deserve to have gotten wrecked. I don't want to, be facetious or anything like that, or try and make you feel bad or make you feel stupid. I want to let you know that this is ultimately a good thing. It might be exactly what you needed if you got rugged on this particular project. And what it's going to do for you is basically reveal that your strategy needs to change. And sometimes you have to have that moment. You have to have those moments of weakness. You have to feel the FOMO. You have to make that bad decision to then ultimately get serious about what you're going to actually do in crypto and step out of the casino and then actually start to believe in something. So we're going to get into what actually happened and how we think that this ultimately connects to insiders, how you can basically stay clear away from the LA vape cabal, which is, thread guy and, whoever else that you basically can lump into a group of people that basically, if they're talking about a particular project, it's more so likely 90% of the time that they are way early in the project before you ever even get a chance to get into that entry, and they're dumping on your head. So basically, let's get into what happened here. We had this post on the Argentinian president expo on his account. And we're going to go through this thread here. This thread explains in a good, concise manner how this particular person here, which is always some crypto grifter that you don't even know where he comes from, what his background is, but then ultimately comes in to then either convince these politicians or maybe even celebrities to do a Twitter post or an X post launching said coin that is supposed to have promise all these things and maybe help small businesses and be investing in the country and all that stuff. And then ultimately it gets rugged and then they delete the post. And it's almost like what the celebrity coins and these celebrities were doing just last year, where they would post a contract address and then minutes later say, sorry, my account got hacked, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, it's never actually true. We know what's happening. We have some person like this convincing the celebrity, hey, you'll get a quick payout. You can say that your account's hacked, blah, blah, blah. And then it can go from there. So this is Julian Pay. He got a president to promote this $4 billion token, which we saw that it pumped up to about $4 billion in market cap, and then quickly rugged in a matter of an hour to 2 hours, right back down to zero. So pretty crazy. So this person, got into crypto in 2016, got some Bitcoin, ETH, got a little into NFTs, but I think his opportunity came when he met Javier Milei at a tech forum in Buenos Aires. He spoke about AI, small businesses, the future. Milei was impressed. Handshake photo, kind of schmoozing around with these people. And then I'm sure some conversations happened where they're like, okay, all right. So months later, Kip, Juan's company, joined Buenos Aires Blockchain Committee, and it looked official. So then this has probably been a conversation that has been kind of, probably in the works a little bit for longer than we think, not just like a overnight conversation. So he pitched Milei a grand idea, a national token to support small businesses, a new economic era, financial revolution. Milei bought in. The door was now wide open. And then now you see the post here, Javier Milei, Argentina. And then so Argentina grows. Private project will be dedicated to encouraging the growth of Argentina and their economy. the small businesses. The message was clear. The world wants to invest in Argentina. So the FOMO hit. People like Thread Guy were posting saying, is it real? Is it real? No way. They hacked both accounts and Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Thought Max Payne was being single on Valentine's Day. I got molested by a country and I'm single. Well, I don't know. I'm no Thread Guy. You're going to have to figure something out with that. But here's the thing. Something was off. The token wasn't locked. Bubble Maps was showing 82% of the supply controlled by a single cluster. So looking as to be a trap. So, and the walls were closing in. Panic started to spread. Whispers turned into warnings. Insiders started dumping. $87 million rugged in hours. The price was crumbling. People begged for answers. Who was selling? Where's the money going? Then Belay deleted his tweet. The entire illusion shattered in an instant. So the problem here, guys, here's the thing. Here's the problem. I'm going to show you this chart, which is the Libra chart, which completely dumped to zero, and show you something here. There's absolutely no locked liquidity at all. Nothing. And the bubble map cluster, I mean, it's pretty nasty. I mean, it's just like all clustered up in a wallet list of like 20%, 50% here. Just insane. Just so much manipulation here. And I'll show you another token that was recently launched that has a complete, that you can see that had a, not to say that there wasn't a pump and a little bit of a dump on the first launch of this particular token, just using this as an example. But here's the difference. The moment that this chart pumped, they took that liquidity and put it back in. So as this chart started to go up, they kept adding liquidity as people were selling, as maybe these wallets were selling, and then steadily keeping the chart from actually going back to quote zero. So this is the difference between, some of these newly launched coins, is that how they manage the liquidity, how the map of the token looks, if there's actual liquidity providers, and this was obviously not the case with this particular token. So here's why I feel like I don't want to say you deserve to have this happen to you if you got involved in this particular token or whatever token that has been a rug pull. This is a grand opportunity for us to overall look at the market in a completely different way. We know that there is going to be scammers and siphoners in every single market where there's an opportunity for someone to try and take money from a unsuspecting, vulnerable person, someone has high emotion, FOMO, new to the game, whatever it may be. Even if you're not new to the game, you can fall prey on these emotions, and also on how the market is telling you that you have to get into these new launches. What's the next 100x? What's the next this, and that? And you can finally use this as your opportunity to know that is always going to exist, even with regulation, even with if we had another Gary Gensler coming in and trying to save us, save the retail investor. There's still going to be manipulation. It's just going to happen. It's just like opening up a phishing email where you think you're clicking the right PayPal link and then you get scammed. It's the same thing. So you have to make a choice in starting to then study what has either stood the test of time, whether that be a meme coin, whether that be an altcoin, whether it be Bitcoin, whatever it may be. You have to then decide, am I going to really finally start to get mature about my strategy in crypto, or am I going to just continue to be in the casino and willingly give up your money, your hard-earned money? You are putting your time and energy into this money that you're earning, and then you are willingly giving it away to where you see the red flags, and you can do yourself a favor and say, okay, let me just go in and find the projects that have stood the test of time, whether it be a year, 2 years, whatever it is. If it's memes, if it's fundamental projects like Chainlink or Pepe, whatever it is, Chainlink will go right here. Chainlink, and then you can go into all these other altcoins. You could say Super, ENA, but look at even the meme coins. Ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. Liquidity's there. The, SPX, liquidity. MOG, liquidity. Pepe, liquidity. These things have stood the test of time, and they've seen the price action. If you look at the daily chart, that's a lot different than some of these other tokens. Go look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at this Bitcoin first and just show you that not all projects and meme coins and token launches are the same. They're not all equal. They're not all equal. So there is a lesson to be learned here. I think that we can go into the rest of this year just with a completely different type of mindset. Now, I like your pop's explanation of kind of what's happening here, because I truly believe that this is why people are doing what they're doing and what the problem with the market is. He said the problem with the market right now is that a lot of people are in losses, especially meme coin holders. With that, people are trying to make back what is lost, and instead they're losing more money. And he said, this is me included. So I love that your pop is being very, very honest, is being real, and it is kind of revealing basically how everyone is truly feeling. We're down bad. Unless you're like high leverage trading and being aggressive and you're really putting the work in, it's still pretty rough out there, guys. I mean, if we got sold a bag that we were going to get an altcoin season a lot earlier than what we've gotten more just sideways dumps and altcoins actually getting destroyed. Bitcoin dominance is still at 60% or so. And we've been explaining this, that altcoins ain't going anywhere until we get the dominance going down. And so everyone is just kind of gambling right now. And half of these people that are gambling on these meme coins haven't even DCA'd into Bitcoin, the daddy, the top dog, the thing that carries all markets of cryptocurrencies, pretty much. Bitcoin does well, the rest of the market does well. If Bitcoin is doing bad, the rest of the market pretty much is doing really bad. So start to realize that if you can start to really believe in something, truly study it, and go about the rest of the year strengthening your thesis, going in to more of your plays instead of gambling in the casino, where now that there are insiders that are going to chop you up. And now the fact that there's so many different trading bots, sniper bots, you have no chance. You have absolutely no chance. You're better off stepping out of that casino and just having more of a long-term outlook. You have to zoom out and know that you can have these things as investments, but it all depends on what you are actually holding. You could say, all right, Pepe isn't an investment. It's not an investment. What are you, crazy? But you could say, yes, I am pretty crazy, and I'd like to have that thesis of a meme super cycle. And what really started that was Pepe. You can go as far as saying, all right, my thesis is Bitcoin has been able to stand the test of time for 14 plus years, and it's been a solid store of value. Governments are starting to understand this. So now I should start maybe believing in this a little bit more, which can get you out of that casino and start to get you in a more long-term investment portfolio type strategy. It's going to be a little tough, and you might have to get burned a couple of times. Maybe dozens of times you have to get burned and rug pulled to then finally step out of the casino. We have had to get burned a few times, maybe a dozen times, to really have that sink in into push you into the next level, because it really this, like, having this happen to you is so valuable. It really is. Ironically, getting rug pulled is priceless. Getting rug pulled is priceless because the lesson that you learn is that you finally have to do the work, and you're not going to get rich quick. It takes time, patience, research, diligence, patience, conviction, and all of those things combined together with the fusion of other people feeling that same way in this crypto community, then we will all be able to rally into this market or into these tokens, because the rest of the world will then start to catch on with what we've been on for years. So guys, I hope that helps. I know it's kind of a long-winded explanation of how this can actually be a benefit, a net positive for the crypto space, instead of it being a net negative, because you could say, yes, this is an absolute net negative. This is just atrocious. But if you can flip the script and think, okay, this might be a great opportunity for people to really go, you know what? I'm not gonna, this is trash. This is garbage, and I won't stand for it. And how can you basically not stand for it? Well, you buy Bitcoin. you buy Bitcoin and the things that you've done your damn research on. You didn't even have time to do the research on this, Libra, because you just got scammed immediately on Twitter. So step out of the casino, take the L, and then maybe start to take the orange pill instead of the L. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.